What's up, YouTube? I'm sure you read the title to my video and you're like, what? What, girl? What did you do? Yes, you read that right. I quit my job with really no backup plan whatsoever as to how I'm going to make income to meet my family. I've been on my job for 2 years. It was a job in the medical field. I filed, I did FMLA claims for a claims management company that not only dealt with FMLA, but disability, short-term disability, long-term disability. Um, they dealt with motor vehicle claims. They dealt with a little bit of everything, but my sector and the client we work for, I just done FMLA. Um, what prompted me to quit my job? Let's just say that the rate of pay that these companies offer you does not add up to the amount of stress that you have to partake in daily. It does not compensate for the micromanagement that you have to deal with. It does not compensate for the workload that you have to endure daily. It does not compensate for the time away from your family. Granted, I work from home. I was a remote worker. I've been a remote worker for, uh, we're going to say 4.5 years. I came out of the um, commute. I stopped commuting for work in 2020, I believe. Yes, 2020. And I've been a remote worker ever since. Granted, being a remote worker, it had its benefits. I was at home every day. I was able to take my daughter to school. I was able to pick her up. I was able to, in between work, do things that I need to do around my house, as well as for my family. But at the end of the day, I was still at work. I did not take working remotely. I did not take advantage of it. I still performed my job. I still done my job. I was not cooking meals at my desk. I was not taking personal calls and things like that. I used my breaks intentionally for that. I used my lunch time intentionally for those things. But as I said, I was a remote worker. With that being said, that did not, it's not easy. Most people think when you say you work from home, it's easy. It's not easy. My job was not easy. But like I said, the pay that I received did not compensate me for the stress and the time that I had to put in because yet still I was still away from my family for 7.5 to 8 hours a day doing my job. I was not able to get things done. And when I clocked out of work, mentally I didn't clock out. I was still doing my work in my head, worried about the next day. But that's still not what made me quit. What made me quit is the micromanagement. Constantly checking on me to ensure that I was doing my job. Constantly um, trying to point out things I was doing wrong on my job. When in fact, because I'm the type of person, you bring something to me and say there's a problem. Okay, let's look at this problem and see where I could have done things better. And when we went back and we did that work to look at what I could have done better, guess what? You found that I did not do my job. Not only did I do my job, I was able to point out where someone else failed on their job. But did you go have that same conversation with them that you tried to have with me? Um, but the micromanagement was the big thing for me. It's like, okay, you gave me this job, you know it's a remote job, you gave me a job to work from home, you gave me a task to do, I have my task. So let me do them. Don't constantly check in on me to ensure that I'm doing what I need to do. Because I'm trust and believe I'm doing it. Because at the end of the day, my claimants were they're my babies. I want to make sure that everything that they need to have done is done. I want to make sure that they have no worries at the end of the day when it comes to them having to leave their job due to their illness or their child or their family's illness, that they have that time and that they're able to take care of their family. So at the end of the day, my claimants were my babies. So of course I'm doing my job because I want to make sure that when you're away from your job and you're taking your leave of absence, you don't have to worry about getting paperwork to me. You don't have to worry about you possibly losing your job. You don't have to worry about your pay if you were in a state where you receive pay. You didn't have to worry about that. So of course I was performing my job because I wanted to take the stress off of them. It had nothing to do with the company. It was about my claimants. Another pet peeve for me at my job was the fact that you would give my claimants to other people who may have rushed through their work, keyword rushed through their work, and possibly not even done their own work well, but you're handing them my claimants to work my claims for them to go in, excuse my French, fuck up my claims. Don't do that. And then when I pick my claim back up, I have to not only go in and fix what they fucked up, but I also have to go back and make sure that everything's done correctly for my claimants. And my claimants love me. Like they would call and like they didn't want to speak to anybody else. If I went in, they send me an email or a message asking when I'll be back in the office so that they can speak specifically to me. I've had claimants who left their claims examiner to come to me because they like the way that I handle their claim in their claim examiner's absence. Um, because I was shutting on the spot. Like you tell me the problem, we gonna fix this problem. So needless to say, I quit my job and it was with hesitation, but it was with obedience because I had been working on a few things behind the scenes in my personal life as well as trying to grow a business on the side. And I've been, in my Bible, reading my word, listening to my word, um, really delving into what God had to tell me. And over again, I kept hearing obedience. And when I would hear this obedience, it was always concerning my job. It was always concerning what should I do. And along with him delivering the word to me, obedience, it was like he was delivering the word to me, let it go. And I'm no fool. When I was hearing it, of course I was questioning. And I know we shouldn't question God's word, especially when we know the word is from him and we know that what he's telling us we need to do. Um, I would question me like, well, Lord, if I quit my job, I'm gonna pay my bills. How we gonna eat? How we gonna survive? And every time I would ask that, once again, I hear obedience, and he would tell me, "I got you. You got to let go. How can I show you what I have for you if you won't let go?" So I typed up y'all excuse me, someone over behind y'all, and I heard the car door. But I typed up my 2 weeks notice. I let it sit on my computer for probably like a week before I submitted it. And I finally submitted it. I gave him a 2 weeks notice. And when I was submitting that 2 weeks notice and seeing on that email, I was nervous. I was shaking like a stripper on her first night. I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I was nervous. Because even in the back of my mind, what am I gonna do? Now granted, I'm a notary. I have a business. I'm a mobile notary. I'm a loan sign agent. But I haven't been doing that consistently because I was working my 9 to 5. I wasn't able to contribute time to that. I recently started a nonprofit for youth in my area. Granted, I hadn't been doing what I needed to do with that because I was putting time in that 9 to 5 where they did not value my time. Let's put that out there. They did not value my time. I was putting time in at my 9 to 5. I have other little side things that I do too to make money, but I knew I had sources of income, but I knew I had not been consistent in those other sources of income in order to generate enough income to take care of me or to supplement what I was about to lose. Today was my first day not working. And let's just say I was nervous because it's like, what do I do? Today I made no money. I wasn't working. I didn't have any notaries, loan signings or anything to do. But I was at peace. And that was pay enough for me to have that peace. Um, and I guess that leads me back to the name of my channel, Goals to Grow, because I have goals and I have a business that I need to grow. I have a nonprofit that I need to grow. I have other things that I need to grow, and I guess I'm gonna take y'all along the journey with me to do those things. So let me reintroduce myself or introduce myself to some. My name is Callie. Hi. I am now unemployed. I am a business. Yeah, we gonna claim. I'm a business owner, and I am going to be growing my business here with y'all on YouTube. And I also am a founder of a nonprofit for youth. Um, and I am the executive director for the nonprofit. So y'all be going around along with me to grow that as well. So, how many of y'all? I guess the question is, comment down below. How many of y'all have stepped out on faith and just God telling you to be obedient and you listening and it turned out well for you? Because I know it's going to turn out well for me because if God's in it, if God is in it, it has no choice but to be great. But how many of y'all have stepped out on faith and just, as we say, ride the wave? Comment down below and let me know. And if y'all have any questions or want to talk about the whole situation of me just quitting my job with really no backup plan, comment down below too. Talk to y'all later. Bye.